Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius February 23, 2023. You're seeking more emotional engagement today, with the moon in your sign. The day is fortunate for personal influence. But with Mercury square Uranus, it's best to be aware of a tendency to move too quickly or speak ahead of yourself. Holding onto a secret may require extra effort now. Keep yourself as open as possible to unexpected changes of plans or schedules, and watch that you're not your own worst enemy by saying or doing things that invite adverse reactions. With this transit, continuity of thought isn't easy, and it can be challenging to stay on track. You may be dealing with loose ends or settling accounts for the time being, and while you may not feel the progress, you're busy clearing the path for a smoother future. More challenges crop up today. As mental Mercury talks trash to electric Uranus, everyone will be on edge. In fact, you may feel consumed with anxiety, panic attacks, or nervous tension, especially if you thought you had your mind set on something but others aren't on the same page. If your crush or significant other is especially agitated, decide to talk out your ideas and thoughts at a later time rather than pushing an issue that could escalate into a full-scale conflict. No one will be thinking clearly at this time, so take a deep breath. It might be time to put your secret thoughts out there. Radical vulnerability in conversation at work is on the table today when Mercury in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. Whatever has been on your mind could come across unintentionally or unpredictably throughout your workday. The conversation could take an unexpected twist that allows you to be upfront. You may also feel like it is now or never to say whatever has been on your mind. Just know that you may cause some waves when you do speak up. 2 days after Venus returned to begin what can be the most lucrative weeks of any year, and especially with Jupiter already here, the moon returns. While Venus and Jupiter, the planets of money and luck, won't align until next week, after aligning with Venus today, the moon will go on to align with Jupiter tomorrow, giving you an early taste of things to come. Even in ordinary times, the moon can sharpen your nose for money and act as a trigger. Your desire to go astray is strong. You may feel drawn to the exact opposite of what you know is good for you. There is no judgment here, but a little awareness may help you over the next few weeks. A little bit of balance can go a long way. Therefore, try to stay collected and calm, regardless of how hectic and confusing the day may be. If you want an ice cream cone, it would be better to jog to the store instead of taking the car. If there's something you need to address, this day can bring the added boost to your communication skills. Expressiveness is a huge part of this vibration. It can give even the quietest and shyest of people the courage to speak their minds. Don't let anything stand in your way. If there is something to be said, get out there and say it. You will probably find yourself more effective on this day than on any other. 2 days after returning to Pisces as a new moon during the first full day of your birthday month and new solar year, and just as Venus was leaving, the moon leaves today. You are only 3 days into this new solar year, but on top of the voice that Venus has given your heart from the start, the moon has allowed you to move forward emotionally and intuitively engaged and with a tailwind at your back. With Saturn just 2 weeks away, this has been just a small sign that this will be no ordinary year but of your most powerful solar years in 3 decades. 2 days after Venus, the planet of love not only left Pisces, but just as it aligned with the sun as a new moon during the first full day of your birthday month, the moon leaves today. This has been a chance to capture Venus' romantic and relationship desires for this new solar year just as it got off to an empowered start. With exciting new developments on the romantic and relationship fronts next month, you won't have to wait long to turn those desires into reality. Our eyes in the sky. Today, we have a planetary alignment that promises to bring unexpected delights and meaningful coincidences. The planet Mercury is in Aquarius, forming a square aspect with Uranus in Taurus, indicating a day of surprises and unexpected twists of fate. This celestial event can inspire us to take action and spread some love and positivity to those around us. Consider taking this opportunity to do something kind and unexpected for someone you care about. It could be a simple gesture like sending a heartfelt message, preparing a surprise breakfast, or leaving a note of encouragement. Whatever you choose to do, let it come from a place of genuine care and appreciation for that person. Don't be afraid to let your excitement and enthusiasm shine through today. The energy of this planetary alignment can spark a sense of playfulness and adventure. Embrace the moment and be open to the unexpected. Remember that acts of kindness and generosity have a ripple effect. By spreading love and positivity, we not only brighten someone else's day but also create a more harmonious and connected world. So let's use this planetary activity as an opportunity to spread some love and luck far and wide. The celestial energies are in flux, and just before noon, the Pisces moon aligns with Neptune, heightening our imaginative powers. This cosmic event presents a unique opportunity to channel our creative energy into our work, be it artistic pursuits, writing, or problem solving. However, the influence of Neptune can also cloud our judgment and make us more susceptible to confusion and distraction. In light of this, it is best to avoid sticking to a rigid schedule today. Our emotions are likely to be more pronounced, and external factors could divert our attention, so it is wise to take things slow in the afternoon. It is also a good time to double-check our work and ensure that we are on the right track. If we must make a decision, it is essential to consider both our hearts and our heads. The emotional influence of the Pisces moon can sway us in a particular direction, but we must also take a logical approach to make wise choices. If we find ourselves struggling to choose between our heart and head, it may be best to delay the decision until we can think more clearly. Remember, our intuition and creativity can be our most powerful tools, but it's important to keep a clear head and remain grounded in reality. With a little patience and mindfulness, we can make the most of the Pisces-Neptune alignment and achieve our goals while staying true to our values. The planetary alignments of the day continue to impact us as we enter mid-afternoon. Mercury in Aquarius now forms a challenging square aspect with Uranus in Taurus, signaling the arrival of unexpected and potentially unsettling news. The resulting changes to our plans may require us to be quick on our feet, and it can be challenging to keep up with the pace of the day. Although we may be tempted to give in to frustration, it's important to stay calm and avoid getting into fruitless arguments. With emotions running high, our words and tone can be easily misconstrued, and we may misinterpret the intentions of others. Instead of engaging in conflicts, it may be best to step back and take a break to avoid making the situation worse. Think of this planetary influence as a mini Mercury retrograde, where it's best to be cautious about what we say and how we say it. It's also advisable to delay important conversations or meetings for another day to minimize the risk of misunderstandings and miscommunications. Despite the potential challenges of this cosmic event, it also presents an opportunity to learn and grow from unexpected situations. By keeping a level head and staying adaptable, we can make the most of the day's surprises and use them to our advantage. Remember, even in the midst of chaos, there is always an opportunity for growth and positive change.